Today's very well-deserved rant is going to be on complexity. The reason why it's a well-deserved rant is I just spent the last half hour trying to set up what should be really easy and simple to do, and it just didn't work out. So what I was trying to set up was a better way to stream this show. So right now you're seeing me live on YouTube or on markn.ca/MWM, Mornings with Mark. I'm going to wrap this up. I'll post it as a archived YouTube video. I'll share it out elsewhere on other social channels. My idea, which I don't think was insane, was to do like a simulcast. I want to be able to push it out once from my laptop or my iPad, have it hit something, and then go to Twitter, to Facebook, and to YouTube. Of course, there are a lot of things preventing that from happening. I'm just going to double check that the stream continues to work, and it does. That's always good. I've not had good luck this week. So there's a number of things that are making that really, really difficult. Now, that being said, I've invested a lot in this kind of a setup. It wasn't just for streaming, it was for a number of other activities. But I've got like full Wirecast software on my Mac. I've got OBS on my Mac. I've got the beta of Live Stream Studio for Mac. And all of them are absurdly complicated, slow, bloated, and don't really work well. What I am broadcasting to you from is my current favorite streaming software on my desktop, Ecamm Live. It's a $30 or $40 Canadian app. Dead simple. Lets me do the cool things like pull in my DSLR. I'm off my my Rode Procaster mic here, connected through a Blue Icicle for nice audio. I have my overlay graphic in the top there. Super easy. The interface is great. I can pull in Skype calls if I want to. Just how streaming should be on a desktop. Like, check something, boom, out you go. You can switch scenes real easy. It is very much a novice targeted app, but I think from a streaming perspective, you want to keep it as simple as possible. Back end just as hard. I wanted to go through livestream.com, of course, Twitter being the exception there, that you have to do a super low quality broadcast out because they don't actually transcode anything on the fly. Azure streaming, not going to cut it. Tried AWS Media Live. Again, some exceptions where things like Twitter wouldn't work. I think I have a guest who's trying to join the show. Let me see. You, chubby. Okay. Guest joining the show. Lots of complicated there. And of course, Facebook's overarching licensing requirement where it says you can't stream to Facebook and to other things at the same time. So, and I get it from a business perspective, but from me just trying to get content out there, super, super complicated. Why am I ranting about this? Well, I'm frustrated. Also, I think there's a good analogy here for security and privacy. We make things way too complicated. Way too complicated. The overarching push for the last few years or decades from IT has been more features, more functionality. You do more, not do better. And that's a major problem. And when it comes to security and to privacy specifically, that's a huge issue. So this came up during the Cambridge Analytica scandal with Facebook several times. People were like, well, Facebook needs to do better about controlling you being able to control who sees your information. Now, Facebook and adding information into the Facebook network is one issue. Controlling who can see what you post is a whole nother. There's a huge and amazingly granular privacy control system built into Facebook that almost no one uses because they don't know how to use it. They go to their default of public, private, public only me, friends, or friends accept. So usability is a massive, massive thing here. It ties to complexity. Streaming alone, it's easy on mobile. I hit a button, I go live. That's wonderful. That's assuming I'm going to one place though. On my desktop, it's not that easy. I can't just hit one button and go live. They try to pull it through the browser. That's a nightmare. On the desktop experience, streaming is very, very much a 38th class citizen. Mobile, it's better, but again, per network, it's dedicated. In general, things need to be simple. And simple doesn't mean not powerful. Simple doesn't mean not useful. Simple means effective at the stated goal. And I realize from the streaming perspective that the stated goal is you can grab your phone, hit a button, and go live. That's easy. That works on every network. As long as you want to target that one specific audience, it generally works. If you want to do something a little more complicated, a little more sophisticated, it goes all the way max to we hate you as a user interface designer. We are going to make your life as hard as hell. There's got to be better. And I think that extends to a number of things. I'm going to touch on that on my talk this week at Atlantic Security Conference in Halifax on Thursday, talking about operational technology. Very similar thing. One goal in mind, very different real world use case. So summary takeaway, streaming can be really hard, as you saw even yesterday from the multiple takes and multiple attempts. It's worth it. I think this is a really good way to engage with folks. In general, I think complexity really needs to come down, because complexity is the enemy of not just usability, but of security and privacy as well.